Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called Monsterland. This is from RLJ Entertainment, and it's directed by a lot of directors because this is a horror anthology. This movie comes out June 7th, and on the DVD there are 9 shorts. Technically 8, 9 because of the intro slash wraparound, but it's not really a wraparound. It's a whole nother story that splits in between every one. It's kind of a wraparound. But it has nothing to do. None of the stories intertwine with each other, which is nice. Just 9 individual stories, which is really cool. And they are, the intro, like I said, is the lobby. And that is like, it looks like the end of the world. All these creatures and monsters are kind of taking over. And this guy goes into a movie theater and just helps himself to some popcorn, and he has a baseball bat and everything, and sits down, and he's the one watching all the shorts in the movie. And then the first actual one you have is Don't Go in the Water, and which basically is a couple teenagers they're swimming in like a lake kind of thing, and there's something in the water. That's pretty much it. Next one is The Gray Matter, and that's with a guy that wakes up with a hole in the back of his head, and he starts hearing a voice, and inside that voice is actually from someone you would never think, and I'm not going to give it away. It's pretty cool. Next one after that is Curiosity Kills, which is a really strange one. It's almost like a brought to life cartoon in a way. It's kind of animated. It's this kid is they're like, kind of looks like a 1950s kind of family, and they're sitting there on the table. The father brings home a briefcase and it has like a like a radioactive symbol on it, and he tells the kid like like that, like talk. They don't really talk, they just do this kind of stuff. So basically, don't touch the briefcase, because the kid pictures himself as a scientist and everything. And well, of course, he opens the briefcase, and then madness and all this shit goes from there. The next one's called Hag, and the guy, this is like him and his wife, and she's having problems sleeping. He wakes up and he sees her over by the window, and she's talking to somebody or something, and then other things happen to him. He keeps waking up in the middle of the night, and I can't really explain that one because it gives it away, but that was a really good one too. House Call, which is about this guy who's a dentist, and he kind of like is very depressed, missing his family and everything, and he gets a knock on the door from a guy who wants him to basically pull his teeth, his 2 teeth out, his fangs out in the middle of the night, and he doesn't take no for an answer, and it goes from there. And then after that is a super strange one, which is Happy Memories, which is directed by Jack Fields. I had to look it up because I thought he was by somebody else, but he does like They Might Be Giants videos, and I looked it up, and the videos that he did are very calmed down from what this one is. But I can't even explain this one. It takes like a place in outer space with like puppets, and like you could tell they were like on a string kind of thing, but it's incredibly a bizarre, super strange clip. Probably my favorite one of the whole thing, and it makes no sense at all, but it's pretty cool. I mean, that one I think everybody should check out. And then Stay-at-Home Dad, which is another one of my favorites because I myself am a stay-at-home dad, and it's basically the wife is going to go back to work, but as soon as she's done having her kid, she has to go back, so he's going to take care of her, take care of the kid, and then he finds out there's like this experiment to basically make him be able to feed the baby instead of the mother, and it goes from there. That one's pretty crazy. And then Hayley Fish is the very last one, and I actually did a review of this. The short is actually on YouTube. I did a review of this a while ago, and that was a really cool one. That was like these 2 spies or whatever trying to find this nuclear bomb that was lost during like World War II, and something happens with it, and then all the jellyfish like start mutating in that, and they get really big. And that was a really cool one. There's a lot of like not green screen. I don't know how they did it, but it looks awesome. It's really a lot of fun. I mean, the jellyfish are CGI'd, but it looks pretty cool. It's a lot of chaos, a lot of fun. And then the very end of it goes into like a cartoon. It tells the rest of the story like almost like a comic book. It looks really cool. All in all, this movie was pretty good, or this was pretty good. There was, a couple of them that were stinkers, especially with like the ending of some of them, like Don't Go in the Water. I hated the ending to it. It just kind of like stops, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't know it was done. I was like, is it going to continue? And it didn't continue. But that was really the one that I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time just because of the ending. But all in all, they were pretty good. None of them are like the other one. They're all different. They all stand out on their own. Not too bad. Very strange, very unique look at different stories. A lot of things you might call what's going to happen in the beginning of it. What do you think is going to happen? But sometimes there's a twist and you didn't. Like a lot of times I kind of got things right, but then there was things I was way off on. But if you like horror anthology movies, this is one that's horror and sci-fi mixed together, I would say. It's very strange, a lot of strangeness, and a lot of cool looking effects. Like I said, none of them, the next one isn't like the other one before it or anything. It has a lot of cool effects. Each one is done like differently. It's just really cool, different kind of movie. And I think it's probably worth looking at if you're into horror anthologies. It's definitely a cool watch, and it's it's not like super long. It's 109 minutes. Goes by pretty fast. Some of them are shorts. I say they're shorts, but some of them are longer than like a short. But yeah, I'd say check it out, and if you're interested, make sure you check the trailer for this at the end of the review, and give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and AMINO. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.
Here we go, Lens.
Hey, you guys hear that?
Something's wrong.
You look even worse than I feel.
I'm losing my mind.
I think I'm turning into a vampire.